everyone, it's me, Crystal. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If not, welcome for the very first time to Middle Art Corner here on YouTube. Today we are unboxing the October 2020 Paletteful Packs Premiere Box. This is our sticker that lets us know that's a Walnut edition. Everything in this box is brown. The first item of art supplies is a Daniel Smith Walnut ink. This finely pigmented, rich sepia-colored, water-based ink handles like a watercolor with good layering and lifting capabilities. It works great for all kinds of drawings, including those made with brush or dip pens. The rich color resembles traditional walnut-based inks, but has a better fade resistance. Walnut ink is wonderful for adding warmth and historical character when painting over sketches done in permanent black ink and by itself. It's reminiscent of the aged ink drawings by Rembrandt and Da Vinci. When used with calligraphy pens, walnut ink gives a beautiful, transparent, warm tone to lettering. It's normally at $12 retail. It's a pretty large container. I will be doing swatches after we talk about the brushes and the nibs that came in this month's box. We got a 4-piece Princeton Brush Golden Taklon set. The gold Taklon filaments make these brushes great for inks, watercolors, and acrylics. The set includes a number 1 round, a number 3 round, a number 5 round, and a number 6 shader. The retail price for this is normally $6.75. It seems like a nice, affordable little brush set. The only issue I had is that in the packaging it was glued inside, and some of the hard-dried glue did not come off of the shader brush. I'm gonna have to probably dip it in something that can eat through that. And here I'm just swatching the Daniel Smith Walnut ink using the different sized brushes. This ink you definitely have to add water to. You can't just go into the ink container with the brush and have it flow nicely. You want to make sure that you use a palette and then mix some water in. It does look like you could get a variety of shading depending on the amount of water you use. For these swatches, I'm using some Stonehenge watercolor paper, which is the Aqua Cold Press. They gave us another way to apply the walnut ink, which is a Speedball number 512 and 513 nib set with a Speedball pen holder. Speedball has been a trusted name in nibs and pens for over 100 years. These nibs can be used for lettering or drawing. The number 512 bowl painted nib is fine, and the number 513 globe nib is extra fine. Both nibs work with the included Speedball pen holder. If you ever expand your nib collection, this holder will also work with nibs A, B, C, 22B, 5999, and 101. The retail price for this is $5.08. I am pretty excited to get more nibs and pen holders. I recently did a project using the Art Snacks October box, and that came with a pen and a nib, and it also came with some India ink, and it worked really well, so I'm excited to play around with it more. I kind of wish this ink was a little bit more pigmented, so when using it with the nib, it was just a little darker. We also got a couple of FaberCastell items this month. The first is a FaberCastell Polychromos Artist Colored Pencil in Walnut Brown. This colored pencil contains the highest quality pigment for unsurpassed light fastness. It features a buttery smooth color laydown. The thick 3.8mm leads is break and water resistant, smudge proof, and provides permanent, rich color. Retail price for this is normally $2.90. FaberCastell Polychromos pencils are always good, and it works just like I expected to. Another FaberCastell item we have is a Pit Pen in Walnut Brown. It's a brush tip pen. This modern drawing brush pen offers maximum light fastness and is ideal for graphic arts, designers, architects, and illustrators. The highly pigmented India ink is acid-free, smudge-proof, and water-resistant. It features a hard-wearing brush tip that delivers a reliable, even flow of ink. This is normally $3.70. I also like the Pit Pens. It works exactly like I wanted it to. Right now, I wish we had a little bit more variety in color. Next, we have another FaberCastell item in Walnut Brown. This time, it's a watercolor colored pencil. Specifically, the Albrecht Juror watercolor pencil. This watercolor pencil produces unsurpassed watercolor effects and vibrancy. Depending on the paper being used, this pigment can be completely dissolved with water and will then behave the same way as classic watercolor paints. This is normally $2.90. I think with this box, we could have either done the watercolor colored pencil and the marker and then pulled in some other colors, like maybe some black and white, or we could have done the walnut ink with the regular colored pencil and the marker and skipped this. But I'll talk a little bit more about my thoughts on this box at the end. They even gave us a brown option of paper, because we needed all the brown apparently. This is some Legion Craft paper pack. This versatile toned fine art paper is 100% cotton, heavyweight, acid-free, chlorine-free, page-neutral, and ideal for a variety of media, including drawing, watercolor, printmaking, pen and ink, pencil, and pastel. It offers a smooth, even surface with a slight tooth known as vellum finish, and this is normally $6. Especially with pulling in a toned paper that is also brown, I definitely feel like they should have included a white so you can pull highlights into it. They also gave us a Stratmore 400 drawing pad, an 8x10. This pad contains versatile sheets of cream-colored paper for sketching and most finished work. The medium surface readily accepts pen and ink, pencil, charcoal, crayon, and markers. The smooth surface and uniform formation is especially suited for line drawing and technical work. And this is normally $6.99. I'm going to disagree with the description here. I don't think this is going to be ideal for using the ink that we have here, because this is more of a watercolor ink. I don't think this paper is thick enough. It usually doesn't play well that way. I've used this paper a lot with other things. I would be careful about using a lot of that walnut ink on this because it can curl up the paper and it's possible it'll seep right through it. It's also not ideal for charcoal or pastel. It's fine for like marker and for pencil basically. For pastel and charcoal, this kind of paper doesn't have enough tooth or grit to it to hold on to those media really well. I'm not a fan of what they chose to put in this box. Like I said earlier, I think there are certain things that could have been switched out, and I think a black and a white would have been very helpful in here. There's also not enough variety in the browns that they chose. Having a warm brown and a cooler brown or something where you can at least play up the differences in those colors would have been a little better in my opinion. Also, this box reminds me a lot of the July 2020 sketch box that we got. It also had a walnut brown ink, but it also had some warm browns, some blacks, and some whites, and I actually prefer that box. I would recommend that over this. I might pull in these items into other projects, but I'm not going to do a project specifically just using the items from this month's box. I just feel like it would be an incomplete project, and I don't want to do that. But with that, this video is pretty much done. If you liked it, please hit that like button. If you have any comments, questions, feelings, concerns, or you want to let me know how you feel about this month's box, let me know all about that in the comment section down below. If you want to see more videos like this, please feel free to subscribe. I do Paletteful packs unboxings once a month. As always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day or night to watch this video and listen to me ramble. I greatly appreciate it. I look forward to hearing from you guys soon, and you will definitely be hearing from me soon. Bye, everybody!